Hello, everybody. Scooty 007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we have the 6-9 Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the 11-4 Chicago Cubs. This is game one of a three-game series between the Pirates and the Cubs. And here is the starting lineup for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Leading off, the left fielder, Nate McLaughlin. Batting second, the shortstop, Luis Rivera. Batting third, the second baseman, Freddie Sanchez. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the left fielder, Jason Bay. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Xavier Nettie. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Adam LaRoche. Batting seventh, the catcher, Ronnie Paulino. And batting eighth, the third baseman, Jose Batista. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Ian Snell. On the mound for the Cubs, it's going to be Rich Hill. Hill will come into the game with a 2.0 ERA. He's pitched 9 innings, allowed 5 hits, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts, and 6 walks. We're here at historic Wrigley Field. Gives a +2 to strikeouts and a +1 to walks. Nothing to home runs. And with that, as Nate McLaughlin will step up into the batter's box, the home plate umpire dusts off home plate. And here is the first pitch. 6-2, column 6, row 2, and we're going to start off with a double star. On a double star off of the batter's card, in the physical game, you're going to roll 1d6 to determine what the auto out for is going to be. And in this case, it's going to be a fly ball out there to DeRosa. And DeRosa will make the catch and put one away. And let's take a look at the starting defense for the Chicago Cubs. We got DeRosa out there in left field, Johnson in center, Merton out there in right field. Going around the horn, we've got Ramirez at third, Thurod is at short, Patterson at second, Lee is at first, Soto behind the plate, and Hill is on the mound. Luis Rivera is up. He's batting a .343, and here is the pitch. That's going to be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. Home run chance on a 1-5. That is a 1. He needs a 12 or less. He passes the check from the pitcher. That's a 7. That ball is deep. That ball is going back to the wall. And it's out of here. Solo home run for Luis Rivera. It's a fly ball down the left field sideline. DeRosa goes back. It's into the stands, and that ball is out of here. Pirates on the board, 1-0 on a solo home run by Luis Rivera. And that is going to be his third home run of the replay. Freddie Sanchez is up. Sanchez is batting a .222, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 4-3, column 4, row 3. That's going to be a wild pitch. It's a foul ball. Nobody on base, so if that happens, you just re-roll the dice. And that's going to be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. That's going to be a walk plus. On a 1-17, that is a 2. Now, on a walk plus, we add 10 to that range, plus the 1 from the ballpark. So in this case, we're adding 11 to that range. That's going to be a 17. That's going to be a 2, and that's going to be good for a walk. So with that, Freddie Sanchez will walk on down to first, and that's going to bring up Jason Bay. Strategy rolls a 13. Anytime you have a base runner on, you do roll for strategy. 1 out, infield coming to double play depth. Jason Bay is up. Bay, he's batting a .216, and here's the pitch. 3-3, column 3, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-17. Remember, we had 2 to that range, and that's going to be a 12. Struck him out. And with that, we now have Xavier Nettie will come up. He's batting a .281. Strategy rolls 11. Pirates holding off, and here is the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1. That is going to be a double star. It's going to be a fly ball out there to Johnson. Johnson will make the catch and retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Pirates. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the Chicago Cubs. Leading off, the second baseman, Eric Patterson. Batting second, the shortstop, Ryan Thera. Batting third, the first baseman, Derek Lee. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the third baseman, Amaris Ramirez. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Matt Merton. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Mark DeRosa. Batting seventh, the catcher, Giovanni Soto. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Reed Johnson. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Rich Hill. On the mound for the Pirates, it is Ian Snell. Snell will come into the game with a 2.14 ERA. He's got 2 wins and no losses. He's pitched 21 innings, allowed 10 hits, 14 strikeouts, and 10 walks. And with that, Patterson is up, and here is the pitch. First time we're seeing Patterson. He's played in 43 games, 130 at-bats, 16 runs, 15 RBIs. He's hit 1 homer and has 10 stolen bases. 1-1, column 1, row 1. That's going to be a range play. Now, on a range play, we do check the first number on the outfielder's arm. On the outfielders there, 5-4, column 5, row 4. It's a single to Ramirez. His range is on a 1-2. That's a 6. Can't get it. It goes right past him, so he'll try to make the diving catch. And with that, Patterson is on with a base hit. So runner on, let's take a look at the starting defense for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Out there in left field, we have Bay. McCloth will be out there in center. Natty behind the plate. Natty is at right field. Going around the horn, we've got Batista at third. Ramirez is playing short. Sanchez at second. LaRoche is on first. Paulino is behind the plate. And Snell is on the mound. 1 out and a runner on first. Infield coming up to double play depth. Ryan Thera is up, and he's batting a .404. Strategy roll is 11. Cubs holding off, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 2-6, column 2, row 6, and that's going to be a walk. Now, the reason that is a walk, we look at the right-handed side on the batter's card. Batter is batting right. We look at the right side of that. So that's going to be a walk on a 1-14, 16 too high. 1-2, column 1, row 2, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to center field to McCloth. He'll make the catch and put 1 away. And with that, Derek Lee will come up. Lee batting a .371. Strategy roll is a 4. And with that, we have a steal attempt. And that is going to be on a 19. Now, how do we get that steal time? Well, let's take a look at Patterson. Patterson's a left-handed batter. We look at the left-handed side on that, so that's going to be a +1. Pitcher will add or subtract. That's going to be nothing. We take the stolen base rating, the adjusted stolen base rating, because we also have to add in the advantages or disadvantages to that. Roll 1d20 against that. On a 20, he got thrown out, he got caught still, and he could not get back to the bag. And he got caught still in second on that one. So 2 outs and nobody on, and Derek Lee is up. Lee batting a .371, 4-4, column 4, row 4, and that's going to be a strikeout plus. On a 21, that is a 6. Now, strikeout pluses work the same way as a walk plus, where we add 10 to that range. That's a 21, that is a 6. Struck him out looking. And he goes down looking, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on for the Cubs. After 1, it's Pirates 1, Cubs nothing. We go to the top of the second. It's Adam LaRoche, Ronnie Paulino, and Jose Batista due up for the Pirates. Adam LaRoche batting a .463, and here is the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1, double start. It's going to be a fly ball out there to Johnson, who'll make the catch and put 1 away. Ronnie Paulino up. He's batting a .192, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-2, column 4, row 2. That's going to be a hit by pitch. Now, Rich will add a +3 to the hit by pitch rating. That's a 3. The 12. Too high. Got out of the way in time. 2-2, column 2, row 2, and that's going to be a single past Patterson. And Paulino will get on with a base hit. And that's going to bring up Jose Batista. Batista batting a .167. Infield at double play depth. Strategy rolls a 14. Pirates holding off. Nothing new on strategy. And here's the pitch. 3-6, column 3, row 6. The @ symbol. Anytime you get the @ symbol, you go to the ballpark card to resolve the play. And in this case, we're going to go to Wrigley Field. And that's going to be a 4-4, column 4, row 4. It's a ground ball to Patterson. And on that ground ball, now we do check for double play, and here's how we do it. We take the pitcher's double play rating. In this case, it's going to be a +1. Theoret's the pivot. That's going to be a 0. That is going to be a 4. We take a look here. So we hit the ball to Patterson. It's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. Now, we take that number 4, roll it against a D6. If the roll is less than or equal to the ground double play rating, it's considered a double play. If it was higher than the base run rating, Paulino would be out at second and Batista would be safe at first. So otherwise it becomes a fielder's choice. In this case, it becomes a 4-6-3 double play, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on. We go to the bottom of the second. Ramirez, Matt Merton, and Mark DeRosa due up for the Cubs. Ramirez batting a .362, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. Home run chance on a 1-3. That's a 4. Too high. 5-1, column 5, row 1, and that's going to be a double star 6. That's a fly ball out there to Bay, and Bay will make the catch and retire the side. And put one away, one away. Matt Merton up, batting a 600, and here's the pitch. 5-1, column 5, row 1, that's going to be a blank. 6-1, column 6, row 1, ground ball to LaRoche, and that'll put 2 away, and Mark DeRosa up. DeRosa batting a 286, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be 3-1, column 3, row 1, strikeout on a 1-11, 17 too high. And that is going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. That is a ground ball to LaRoche, and that will retire the side. So the Pirates retire the Cubs in order, no runs, no hits, no errors, and very easy in the score there. After 2, it's Pirates 1, Cubs nothing. We go to the top of the 3rd. Ian Snell, Nate McLaughlin, Luis Rivera's due up for the Pirates. All right, and here's the pitch to Nate. And that's going to be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. That's going to be a walk on a 1-6. The 19 is too high. 3-3, column 3, row 3, and that's going to be a ground ball to Lee. Out number 1, we go to the top of the order. Nate McLaughlin, 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 2-5, column 2, row 5. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-10. That's a 4. Struck him out. So 2 away. Luis Rivera's is up. He's 1 for 1 today. Salt hit the home run. 1 run and an RBI. And here's the pitch. 1-4, column 1, row 4, walk plus. On a 1-19, that is a 5, and that's going to be good for a walk. So with that, Rivera's is on, and so walk on down to first. Strategy roll 17, Freddie Sanchez is up. He also has a walk on the day, and here's the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1, double star, fly ball out there to Johnson, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on for the Pirates. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Giovanni Soto, Reed Johnson, Rich Hill due up for the Cubs. Soto batting a 380, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Wrigley Field. 5-3, and that's going to be a base hit. Ted Nettie. It's an S+9. So with that, Soto will get on a base hit out there to Nettie. Now, we'll roll to see, does he take that single and make it into a double? We're going to roll. All runners will advance on an S+, 2 bases regardless. Soto, base run rating of a 4, that's going to be a -1. It's got a base run rating of a 1. Roll 1d6 against that 1. That is a 3. It is higher. So Soto will hold. Reed Johnson up. He's batting at 371. Strategy rolls a 14 with the infield at double play depth. And here is the pitch. 2-4, column 2, row 4. That's going to be a hit by pitch. Snell gives a -7 to that. That is a 16. That is a 14. And he got hit. So with that, we'll move runners over to first and second. Rich Hill. Up. Hill. And here's the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's going to be a blank. 1-2, column 1, row 2. And that's going to be a ground ball to Batista. Now, hit towards the line. Will the defense try for the force out at third, or will they go for the double play? They're going to go for the double play on that. So on a fielder's choice, Soto excuse me, chat. All right, so it is not a double play. So it's hit towards the line. If double play, it'd be a force. It would go 5-3. No. We take a look at the second die. That's going to be a 3 on a 3-4. Hit right at third. Choice of force only at third, or try for the double play. They're going to try for the double play. It fails. And in other words, they're going to force out Soto. Johnson will go to second, and Hill will get on with a base hit. So 1 out, runners on first and second, and we go to the top of the order. Eric Patterson, 1 for 1, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-5, column 6, row 5. That's going to be a walk plus. That's a 24. That's an 18. And that's going to be a walk. So with that, we have the bases loaded. And that's going to bring up Ryan Thurrott, who is 0 for 1, strategy roll 14. And here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Wrigley Field. The bases are loaded. 6-2, column 6, row 2, double star 4, fly ball out there to Nettie, and that is an out. It's a failed sacrifice roll, but do we get it on the 1? We get it on the, it's a failed sacrifice roll off of Thurrott's card, but we have a 1. We still roll for runner, we'll check for runner advancement regardless. And the lead runner will advance. And with that, Hill will get the hold sign. It's 2 outs in a tie ball game. And that's going to bring up Derek Lee. Lee is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And here is the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6. That's going to be a walk on a 1-12. The 15 is too high. By the way, strategy rule was a 10 on that. So the Cubs holding off. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That's going to be good for a base hit past the shortstop. And that'll load the bases. Ramirez is up. He's 0 for 1. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-4. Column 5, row 4. Strikeout plus on a 1-19. That is a 15. Struck him out looking. So 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and The Cubs leave the bases loaded. After 3, we're tied at 1. We go to the top of the 4th. It's going to be Jason Bay, Xavier Nettie, and Adam LaRoche due up for the Pirates. Jason Bay is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. The pitch to Bay, 6-5, column 6, row 5. That's going to be a walk on a 1-20. That is an 11, and that's going to be a walk. So with that, Bay will get on first. Infield will come to double play depth. Xavier Nettie is up. He's 0 for 1 today. Strategy rolls a 19, and here is the pitch. 5-1, column 5, row 1. That's going to be a walk on a 1-13, 14 too high. 4-2, column 4, row 2. That's going to be a ground ball to Thurrott. And that's going to be a double play. That's a 5. We take the 5, roll it against that. That is a 3. And that is a double play. So 2 away. And that is going to bring up Adam LaRoche on that. It is a 4-6-3 double. It's a 6-4-3 double play on that one. Adam LaRoche 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1, double star. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Johnson, and he'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. And none left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's going to be Matt Merton, Mark DeRosa, and Giovanni Soto due up for the Cubs. Matt Merton batting 0 for 1 today, and here is the pitch. 5-5, column 5, row 5. That's going to be a walk on a 1-4. That is a 2. That's going to be good for a walk. So they walk Merton, and that's going to bring up Mark DeRosa. DeRosa, 0 for 1. Excuse me there, chat. Mark DeRosa's 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 4. Runner on first, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be 6-1. Column 6, row 1, that's going to be a possible error on a throw. And that's going to be a 4-2, column 4, row 2. It's a ground ball to Batista. His error range is on a 1-11. That is a 5 for Sanchez. That's a 13, no error there. He'll make the play. And with that on a 6, the play is only at first. So with that, Merton will go to second and the out at first. So 1 out, runner on second. We have a 20 on the strategy die. Anytime we have a 20, that's going to be a pickoff attempt. On a 1-3, it's a balk. 9 too high, nothing happens. 5-2. Column 5, row 2, that's going to be good for a base hit. It's a base hit past the catcher, past the pitcher. I'm getting my positions confused here this morning, guys. That's going to be past the pitcher. And with that, Martin will go to first. He'll go to third. And will he come home on a 1-6? He's waved home, and the Cubs take a 1-run lead. It's 2-1 Chicago. Reed Johnson with a run scored. Strategy roll is a 17. And here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Wrigley Field. 2-3, column 2, row 3. It's a ground ball to Batista. And that is going to be no double play, but however, it is going to be in a fielder's choice. Soto gets forced out at second. And Johnson is on. And with that, Rich Hill is up. He's 0 for 1. Strategy rolls a 16. And here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 6-3, column 6, row 3. That is a blank. And that's going to be 6-6, column 6, row 6. And that's going to be a line drive to Rivera's. And that will retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left odd. We go to the after 4. It's Chicago 2. Pirates 1. We go to the top of the 5th. It's going to be Ronnie Paulino, Jose Batista, and Ian Snell due up for the Pirates. Ronnie, 1 for 1, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-6, column 5, row 6, possible error. 1-6, column 1, row 6, line drive to Ramirez. And that's going to be out number 1. Jose Batista, 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 2-3, column 2, row 3, walk plus. On a 1 to 23, that is a 5. That's going to be a walk. And with that, we have a runner on first. Strategy roll is a 20. It's a pickoff attempt. On a 1 to 14. That is a 5. They picked him off. He could not get back to the bag in time. Snell 0 for 1, and here's the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's a strikeout. On a 1 to 23, that is a 3. Struck him out. So no runs, no hits, and no errors, and none left on for the Pirates. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's going to be Eric Patterson, Ryan Thurrott, and Derek Lee due up for the Cubs. Eric Patterson is 1 for 1 today with a walk, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 2-1, column 2, row 1. That's going to be a blank. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That's going to be a base hit into center field. And with that, Patterson is on with a base hit. So they're going to send Patterson for the steal. And that's going to be good. He stole second. Now remember, for Patterson, he's left, so we add 1. That's why his number went up to a 19. Then we take the D20, roll it against that. All right, for Thurrott, infield at normal depth. 2-1, column 2, row 1. Strikeout plus on a 1 to 17. That is an 11. Struck him out. Third strikeout of the game for Ian Snell. Derek Lee is 1 for 2 today with a strikeout. Strategy roll 13, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be 6-2. Column 6, row 2. Possible error on a ground ball. 2-3, column 2, row 3. And that's going to be a single to Nettie. And that is going to be on a 1. His error range is a 0. That is a 1. No error there. Patterson will go to third. Lee goes to first. Patterson will get the whole side, and the Cubs have runners on the corners. Ramirez is up. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy roll is a 10, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-1. Column 1, row 1. That is going to be a range play. And that is going to be a 4-1. Column 4, row 1. That is going to be a question mark 8. It's a power hit into center field. That's going to be a 19. McLaws will go back. He goes back, bounces off the ivy, and makes the catch. And with that, that's going to be a 3. His range is on a 1 to 3. That is a 1. The catch stays. However, Patterson will score. On that. That is a failed sacrifice fly. So with that, it is a 6. So on a 6, we check the second die roll. And it's going to be an out, but it's going to be regardless. Lead runner advances. Patterson will advance. And the Cubs take a 3-1 lead, a 2-run lead here. Ball caught off, and the trailing runner is caught in a rundown. Lee caught in a rundown between Sanchez and LaRoche, trying to get to second. We'll check the rundown chart. And on a 2 through 5, if roll is greater than the base run rating, the runner is out and no advancement of others. If roll is equal to or less than the base run rating, runner out, others will advance. Lee making the run to second. Nope, they throw to Sanchez. Sanchez chasing him back to first. He'll throw it to LaRoche. LaRoche going back, chasing him back to second base. He'll throw it to Sanchez as he tries to tag in the second. But he gets tagged by LaRoche and thrown out at second. And that will retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. And it's always fun to see a rundown in these games, Chad. I will say that, dear viewers. It is always fun to see a rundown. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and none left on. After 5, Cubs 3, Pirates 1. We go to the top of the 6th. Nate McLaughlin, Luis Ramirez, and Freddie Sanchez drew up. And with that, Rich Hill, we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Cubbies. Rich Hill is pulled. And they are going to bring in... They're going to bring in Jeff. Yeah, that is his card. So Jeff will come, and he comes into the game with a 9.73 ERA. He's pitched 3 2/3 innings, allowed 7 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Let's take a look at the stats here for Rich Hill. Hill went 5 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run, an ERA of a 1.93. And with that, Nate McLaughlin is up, and here is the pitch. 4-3, column 4, row 3. That is going to be a walk. On a 1 to 11, that is a 4, and that's going to be a walk. So they'll walk Nate, and that's going to bring up Luis Rivera's. We do have a pickoff attempt. Jeff doesn't pick anyone off, but I'll still show that off. It's a 17. Infield normal depth. Rivera's 6'4", column 6, row 4. That's going to be a blank. We'll roll for Lewis. Lewis, 2-4, column 2, row 4. It's a line drive back to Jeff. And the runner's doubled up, and that's going to be a double play. And he'll get 2 off two off at first. And that's going to be Freddie Sanchez. Sanchez is 0 for 1 with a walk. And here is the pitch. 3-3, column 3, row 3, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Wrigley Field. Pirates 1-1, column 1, row 1. And that's going to be a pop-up behind Soto. And Soto will make the catch and retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on for the Pirates. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Matt Merton, Mark DeRosa, and Giovanni Soto due up for the Cubs. Matt Merton, 0 for 1 with a walk and a run, and here is the pitch. Ian going to stay in. 3-6, column 3, row 6, range play at Wrigley Field. We got a range play off the ballpark card, 6-1, column 6, row 1. It's a single plus 8 to McClough. It's a line drive. That bro, his range is on a 1-3. That is a 6. It failed too high. Doesn't have it, and with that, it is a 3, and he'll hold at first. Couldn't get to it in time. They're going to hold him at first, and that's going to bring up Mark DeRosa. DeRosa is 0 for 2, strategy roll 8, infield, double play depth. And here's the pitch. 3-5, column 3, row 5. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1-11, the 19 is too high. 6-3, column 6, row 3, and that's going to be a single past Rivera's. Matt getting the hold sign. He'll advance from first to third on a 5 through 6. And Giovanni Soto is up. Soto is 1 for 2 today with an RBI. And here is the pitch. Strategy roll, by the way, is a 10. And that's going to be a 4-6, column 4, row 6. It's a possible error. 4-4, column 4, row 4. Base hit to Natty. His error range is on a 0. That's a 13. No error there. Merton will go to third. He'll hold. And the bases for the Cubs are loaded, and that's going to bring up Reed Johnson. Bullpen for the Pirates is warming up. That's going to bring up Reed Johnson, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. Strategy rolls a 1, and here is the pitch. 2-4, column 2, row 4. That's going to be a hit by pitch. That is a 16. That's going to be a -7. That's going to be a 2. That's where the 16 comes in. And that'll just walk everybody around. And it's 4-0. So Jeff, first of all, they're going to go out there, and Jeff is not going to take the hit here. So they're going to pull Jeff, and we're going to get Cody Hill. Hill will come into pinch hit. And with that, Ian Snell is done. For Pittsburgh. So with that, they are going to bring in Sean Burnett. That is his card. Now, he does have a special K. We'll talk about that in just a second here. So, for the special K, what we'll do is we resume the pitcher's card as normal. If we go to the batter's card, we'll resolve the special K rating first. So it's no outs and the bases are loaded. Sean Burnett will come into the game with a 4.86 ERA. No wins, no losses. He's pitched 3 2/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Ian Snell, he went 5 innings, allowed 9 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 2 hit by pitches, an ERA of a 3.11. So Cody Hill going to take the hit. Strategy rolls a 7, infield normal depth, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 3-6, column 3, row 6. That's going to be a blank. 15 outside of the range, 2-1, column 2, row 1, double star 1, fly ball to Bay. And that is going to be an out. Now, does DeRosa advance? Nothing on the sac play. It's a failed SF roll. But with that, it's a 6. The lead runner thrown out. The lead runner is thrown out, but if the trailing runner's BR is greater than or equal to the roll, he advances on the throw. So Bay throws it home. He sees DeRosa going for home, and DeRosa quickly tries to tag the plate, but thrown out at home plate. As a look up, the umpire calls him out. He'll be out, and that's going to be 2 outs. And with that, Soto will hold at second. It's 2 outs and 2 on. We go to the top of the order. Eric Patterson is up. He's 2 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. And here is the pitch. 1-5, column 1, row 5 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Wrigley Field. 10 outside of the range. 1-5, column 1, row 5, HRP. And that is going to be an out, and that will retire the side. So we have a new pitcher on the mound. 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. After 6, and 2 left on, by the way. After 6, it's Cubs 4, Pirates 1. We go to the top of the 7th. It's going to be Jason Day, Xavier Nettie, and Adam LaRoche due up for the Pirates. Cubs got a new pitcher on the mound as we start the top of the 7th inning. And with that, they are going to bring in we got right, left coming up. They're going to bring in Michael. That is his card. We're going to bring in Kevin Hart. Hart will come in. That is his card. 2 were trying to go, and they call back the other one. They're going to send Hart out there. Hart will come into the game with a 5.45 ERA. He's got 1 win and no losses. He's pitched 3 1/3 innings, allowed 7 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Jeff. Jeff went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, an ERA of a 7.66. So Jason Bay is up. Bay is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. And here is the pitch. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That's going to be a walk plus on a 25. That is a 4. That's going to be a walk. So they'll walk Bay, and that's going to bring up Xavier Nettie. Nettie is 0 for 2. Strategy roll 12. Infield double play depth. And here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That's going to be a range play at Wrigley Field. And that's going to be a 4-5, column 4, row 5. It's a ground ball to Ramirez. His range is a 1. That is a 1. He'll make the catch. And that's going to be a double play. So he gets out at second. It's a double play on that. Adam LaRoche, 2 out, 2 quick outs on a double play by Ramirez. That's a 5-4-3 double play. Adam LaRoche, 0 for 2 today. And here's the pitch. 5-5, column 5, row 5. That's going to be a hit by pitch. That's a 13. That is a 5. And he'll get hit, so they'll have Adam take his base. And with that, umpire warns him. But it wasn't it was unintentional. He just threw it, and the wind carried it. Ronnie Paulino is 1 for 2 today. His strategy roll is an 18. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-5, column 4, row 5. And that's going to be a wild pitch. On a 1-11, that is a 10. And that's a wild pitch. So LaRoche will move up, and we'll look at the ranges here. On a 1-11, it would be a wild pitch. On a 12-14, it's a passed ball. And that's going to be a 5-2, column 5, row 2. It's a fly ball to Johnson, who will make the catch and sing, "Take me out to the ball game." And as we sing, "Take me out to the ball game," Cubs edition. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on for the Pirates. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Thurrott, Derek Lee, and Amiris Ramirez due up for the Cubs. Let's take a look at the box score at the 6.5 innings that have been played here in Chicago. Pittsburgh scoring the only run back in the first inning. Chicago, they scored a run in the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, and in the 6th. It's 4 runs on 9 hits and no errors. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. They're going to leave Sean in for 1 more inning. Ryan Thurrott is up. He's 0 for 2, and here's the strikeout. All right. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a run, and here's the pitch. That would be funny if I predicted what the play was going to be. It's going to be a 4-6, column 4, row 6. That's going to be a blank, and we consider that a blank right now because Sean has not faced his allotted number of batters. 20 outside of the range, 2-1, column 2, row 1. That's going to be a fly ball out there to McClough, and that is out number 1. 1 away, and that's going to bring up Derek Lee. Lee is 2 for 3 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 2, 3, column 2, row 3. That's going to be a possible error. 10, outside of the range of the special K. 2, 5, column 2, row 5. It's a ground ball to Ramirez. Error range is on a 1 to 16. That is a 12, and he'll get on with an error. It's a one-base error as he'll boot the ball. So, runner on first, and that's going to bring up Derek Lee. They're going to bring the corners in. We do have a hit and run coming up. It's going to be 2 above or below in range of their ATT number. So here's how hit and runs work. All ground double plays will get a -2. Base run ratings will get a +2. Home run and walks are cut in half, rounded down. Lineouts are considered double plays, and should Ramirez strike out, will resolve the play as a steal. Ramirez is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and an RBI. Sean tired. 3, 6, column 3, row 6. That is a blank. 14, outside of the range of the special K. 5, 4, column 5, row 4, double star 2. That's a fly ball out there to McClough. And 2 away. Matt Merton, 1 for 2 with a walk and 2 runs scored. The skipper for the Pirates holds up the 1 more sign, giving him 1 more batter. 3, 4, column 3, row 4. That's going to be a walk plus. On a 1 to 14, the 19 is too high. 16, outside of the range. 6, 6. Column 6, row 6. Double star 1, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Bay, who'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom after 7. It's Chicago 4, Pirates 1. We go to the top of the 8th, and that is going to be Jose Batista, Sean Bennett, and Nate McClough due up for the Cubs. Kevin Hart going to stay on the mound with that. We do have a couple changes to their defense. Ramirez is going to come out at third. And they're going to bring in Ronnie Sindo. Sindo will take over at third, and at left field they are going to bring in, let's see, Merton is at right. Left field. So Alfonso will come in at left field. So with that, get a little bit of a better arm out there in left field, so Soriano will take over at left field. They're going to leave Kevin Hart in. No, they're going to pull Hart. Hart will come out for Chicago. And with that, we have a left. We have a right, left coming up, and they're going to bring in Neil Kotz. Kotz will come in. Actually, let's see, Bob. They're actually going to, they're going to bring in Bob Horay, actually. I'm seeing that with Sean Marshall. They're going to bring in Sean Marshall. Marshall will come in. That is his card. Nope. So they're not going to do the double switch. Sean Marshall will come in. He comes in with a 7.40 ERA. He's got 1 win, 1 loss. He's pitched 7 1/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Jose Bautista is up. He's 0 for 2 today. 0 for 1 today. Real quick, let's take a look at the stats here for Kevin Hart. Hart went 1 inning, allowed 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, 1 wild pitch, an ERA of a 4.19. Jose Bautista is 0 for 1 with a walk and the pitch. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That's going to be a wild pitch. That's a foul ball. Smacks that one into the stands. And that's going to be 1-4. That's going to be a strikeout plus. On a 1-26, that is a 10. Struck him out. And with that, Sean Burnett not taking the hit. They're going to bring in Andy LaRoche to pinch hit. LaRoche batting 100. And here is the pitch. 4-4, column 4, row 4, possible error on a throw. And that's going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3, ground ball back to Marshall. Error range for Marshall is a 0. That is a 7. No error there. 2 up and 2 down. We go to the top of the order. Nate McClough, 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. And here is the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2, range play at the ballpark. 5-4, column 5, row 4. That's going to be good for a base hit to Martin. His range is on a 1-4. That is a 4. He'll make the catch. And retires the side. So with that, we go no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Alfonso Soriano, Giovanni Soto, and Reed Johnson due up for the Cubbies. And with that, we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Pirates. And with that, they're going to bring in Matt Capps. Capps will come in. That is his card. Capps comes in with an ERA of a 3.0. He's got 2 saves. He's pitched 3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Sean Bennett. Bennett went 2 innings, an ERA of a 3.16. He's going to face off against 6, 7, and 8 in the Cubs lineup. Alfonso Soriano, here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. That is going to be a walk on a 1-11, 17 too high. 2-2, column 2, row 2. Fly ball out there to Bay. And that's out number 1. Giovanni Soto, 3 for 3 today with an RBI. And here's the pitch. 3-5, column 3, row 5, possible error on a throw. And that's going to be a 2-6, column 2, row 6. It's a ground ball to LaRoche. Error range for LaRoche is a 1-5. That is a 1. Here, throw it wide. And that's going to be a 1 base error. LaRoche going back. Cap's trying to go on, get it, and that's going to be a throwing error there. So, runner on first. Infield double play depth. Strategy rolls are turned off. And why are they turned off? Well, we take the difference in the score. And in this case, it's a 3. We add it to the inning. And that's going to be 3 plus 8 is going to be 11. So once we get that number under 10, then we'll bring then strategy rolls will get turned back on. Reed Johnson is up. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and an RBI. With a run and an RBI. 2-3, column 2, row 3, hit by pitch. That's going to be a 20. That's a +1. So that's where we get the 20. 17, and that's a hit by pitch. Sean Marshall not taking the hit. Darrell Ward will come in. Ward batting a .250, and here is the pitch. Cubs trying to increase their lead. They got a 3-run lead. 1-3, column 1, row 3. Double star on a 1-19, that is a 6. And that's going to be a fly ball out there to Bay. And that'll put 2 away. So Eric Patterson is 2 for 3 with a walk and a run. And here is the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1, double star, and that's going to be a fly ball back there to Bay. And that will retire the side. So with that, the Cubs are going to bring in. What are they going to bring in for the save? Let's take a look. So they're going to bring in Carlos Molal. That is his card. Carlos will come into the game with a 1.50 ERA. He's got 1 save, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 11 strikeouts, and 5 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Sean. Sean went 1 inning, allowed 1 strikeout, 1 hit by pitch. 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 6.51. Luis Ramirez is up. He's going to face off against Ramirez, Sanchez, and Bay. Let's take a look at the box score after 8 innings have been played here in Chicago. Pittsburgh scored the only run all the way back in the first off of that solo home run. And the Cubs, they've scored a run in the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. 4 runs and 9 hits with no errors. Pirates, 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 errors. Between both teams, after 8 innings, have allowed 11 hits in this game. Luis Ramirez, 1 for 2 with a home run, a walk, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 5-5, column 5, row 5. That's going to be a blank. On a 1 to 12, first of all, we check the special K rating. That is a 4. That is a 12. Struck him out. So 1 away, and that's going to bring up Freddie Sanchez. Sanchez is 0 for 2 with a walk, and here is the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That is a strikeout. On a 1 to 18, that is a 4, and struck him out. And that is going to bring up Jason Bay. Bay, and here's the pitch. 1-2, column 1, row 2. That is a double star. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Johnson, and that's the ball game. So the Cubs defeat the Pirates with a final score of 4-1. No runs, no hits, no errors. Final line score coming right up. So the Chicago Cubs defeat the Pittsburgh Pirates, final score of 4-1. Pittsburgh Pirates 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 errors. Chicago 4 runs on 9 hits and no errors. Rich Hill gets the win. Sean Snell will pick up his first loss, and Carlos will get his second save of the replay. Luis Rivera will pick up his second home run of the replay. Taking a look at the stats here, Rich Hill went 5 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 1 home run, an ERA of a 1.93. Ian Snell picks up the loss. He went 5 innings as well, gave up 9 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 2 hit by pitch, an ERA of a 3.11. And Matt Capps, the last pitcher up for the Pirates, went in 1 inning. Gave up 1 hit by pitch, an ERA of a 2.25. Carlos Momau. Carlos picks up his second save. He went 1 inning, 2 strikeouts, an ERA of a 1.29. So that's going to do it for us here at Chicago, as the Pirates were dropped to 6-10 and the Cubs improved to 12-4. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up on your way through the turnstiles here at historic Wrigley Field, and we'll see you for another. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go live, and when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies and Field of Dreams. Until then, I'm Scoonie 007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.